Chicken friends. Happy Wednesday. It's Mick and Maria, your independent Chalk Couture designer. Hello. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry I'm late tonight. I had to pick up young Master Joseph from work at the ice cream place, so I apologize. He's not usually with me on Wednesday nights, so I'm not used to having to pick him up. I'm just going to find our little live video here for a moment and then send it out into the VIP group and we will get going. So tonight what I wanted to make was, I wanted to use one of the new transfers because, right, oops, I'm talking to myself here. Right, we should use one of the new transfers. We got that big huge box, or envelope I guess, full of great stuff yesterday. We should use it. So one of my all-time favorite transfers that came in it was the Gathering Place. And it's where friends and family meet. So that is where the one I want to use. So behind me is what I like to call my gallery wall. And it has lots of different, here so you can see a better view of it. It has a lot of different transfers on it. Many of them are retired. I don't know why it's not letting me do this, hang on. Many of them are retired. So for this one is the one we're going to redo. It's the Surf Club, which was a super fun, you know, kind of retro. I'll pull it down here and show it to you. Oh, here. Let's get you where you can see stuff. I think I've done what I wanted to do. I don't know. I should give up, right? Yes, I have. Okay. So this is the really fun. It had all kinds of pieces with it. You could make, you know, your cute little VW bug. We put flowers all over it. There's a live out there from last year that we made this with. So it was just super fun, right? Super, super fun. And can't make it anymore. Well, I can still make it because I have the transfer, but you can't buy this transfer anymore. And I like to show back there transfers that you can actually purchase, or like some of them that I just can never give myself to wash off, like our cute little gnome guy that's above my head, this guy, and then this guy, the You Are Braver, Stronger. I don't know if I'll ever get myself to wash those off because those are some of my all-time favorite transfers. But this one, you know, it was cute, it was fun, I'm over it. So this is what you do. Is the bowling one retired? Oh, Virginia. You mean that one? That's my grandpa, Virginia. Is the bowling one retired? Oh my goodness, is that funny? Yeah, that picture is actually my grandfather. I've told this story before. It's my grandfather and his bowling buddies, and it hung above his workbench in his like workroom, you know, men's rooms for, I don't know what they called them back then, but it hung in his room over his workbench. And so he hangs over me. But anyway, that's a whole different story. Virginia, you are so darn funny. You are cracking me up today. You're picking on me for my pink bow in the picture because it wasn't black and white. I caught that as soon as you made that comment about my pink bow. All right, well, I'm going to stop here for a quick second, and I'm going to say hello to everybody. Hello, Miss Terry from Texas, and Nicole from Nevada, and Linda Squared is here, and Cheryl is here. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Linda is here. Verge is here. Okay, so if you are new to our Chalk and Party, chat with us. Talk to us. Don't be shy. We're a very friendly, chit-chatty group, so we'd like to chit-chat while I chalk, and mostly Virginia likes to pick on me, you know, but you can pick on me too. It's okay. I can take it. I'm a big girl. But we're a really fun group, and I make a live demonstration video every evening around 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, unless I need to pick up Joe. And I don't do them on Saturday nights, but every other night of the week. You can find me here about 9 o'clock, and I like to show you this amazing product called Chalk Couture and all of the fun, different types of creative things that you can do with it. So this is a really good example. This is our Grayson chalkboard, and the original premise behind the company was you would buy a chalkboard and you would change it seasonally. Not that you would create 5 million chalkboards, which is what we do. But the thought was, especially from a storage perspective, so that you didn't have to store all kinds of different stuff and have all these decorations, right? Because we like to, you know, seasonally change up our decor, Or if you're like me, my whims change. I love it for a while and then I change it because my taste has changed. And you didn't have to store all kinds of stuff, nor did you have to invest in all kinds of stuff. So that was the original premise behind the company. So that's really what we're going to do tonight. This was a really fun transfer for last summer. But, you know, I don't know about you, but it's 40 degrees in Wisconsin today. It's going to be like the high 20s tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if I wake up to snow. So I'm kind of over my little surf club. So what I've done is I've gotten the chalkboard wet. So our chalk is semi-permanent. It dries very hard. I should have done that before I got it all wet. You can rub it. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not kid chalk like we think of kid chalk, or we think of chalk. It's a hard paste once it's dry, but you can remove it, and this is the most satisfying way to remove it. There are several ways to remove it, but this little scraper guy, he and I have become very good friends because this is just the most satisfying, like, you know, you just take that paste right off. Now you don't have to have, this is our scraping tool, you don't have to have this. And, you know, really, we just came out with it, so for 2 years we've been doing this without the tool, so don't feel like you gotta buy this tool. But it is strangely satisfying. And you get this big old clump of paste. Now, if you don't have the tool, you just wash it off with a wet paper towel or a rag or a washcloth, or I like to use baby wipes. I should own stock in baby wipes. But it just all comes right off. And then what you could, oh, I don't have a new board eraser. My board eraser had gotten really gunky. It had seen its better days, so I had to throw it away. Oh, and I emptied out my garbage can too, so it's not even like I can pull it out real quick. Because you'll notice, see that, how you can still see the impression? That's because, first off, this chalkboard has been on here for almost a year. So that's what's called shadowing. So I need a board eraser. And a board eraser is this round little spongy guy, and he will take the shadowing right off. So hang on a second, I gotta grab one. And of course, they're not in here because that would make far too much logical sense. But they're very inexpensive. I want to say, oh, I guess I shouldn't guess how much they are. I should look. Board erasers are kind of this fun little, round little spongy thing. They're sold out often because they're very popular. They're $2.99. So they're a very good value. You get 2 of them. They last a long time. But you don't have to have them. You can totally. But they come in a package of 2. And they look like this. So they're bumpy on one side, flat on the other. This is what they look like when they're new and pretty. Mine don't stay this way very long because I use them very often. They're also very nice. So I'm just getting it wet in my water bath. They're also very nice for cleaning off your transfers, because sometimes your transfers, the chalk paste, depending on the color that you're using, will leave a residue on your surface or your transfer, and it will also remove that. So see, look, even though that chalkboard looked clean, it really wasn't. So this is just going to remove all that shadowing for me. And I'm sorry, I have got to address, I don't know how to fix the fact that you guys are shaking so much since I moved in here. So then you just go like this, voila. Now you can still see it a little bit, but as it dries, it's going to go away. And you're not going to see it anymore. Voila! So, just like that. It will go away, I promise. It does, I promise, it goes away. So what I want to put on here is the gathering place where friends and family meet. This is a beautiful transfer, and I really feel this way kind of about you guys. You guys hang out with me in here every night. It is kind of our little gathering place where I have friends that I knew, I have friends that we've made, right? We're family, some of us. Some of us have become family because of our lovely chalking experience. But I think this is an appropriate sign to hang above me. Virginia says, when I stop, Maria will think I'm ill. You betcha, Virg. When you stop teasing me, I'm definitely going to. Yes, Kristen, they are currently sold out. They're sold out often because they're super popular and because they're very inexpensive. People buy a ton of them when they come back in stock. So I'll have to look and see when they're coming back in stock. I have them, though, if somebody wants them. As you always know, just because the website says it's sold out doesn't mean you can't call Maria, because she's probably got it. I've been trying to be really good. Really good. And like only order one of a transfer instead of 5 every time. Okay, I might have totally messed that up today. But I was ordering things for our Zoom workshops because, OMG people, I posted our Girls Night In Zoom workshops where we're going to create together. And like that, I mean, I don't even think it had officially gone into the internet and one of you had signed up already. So there's 3 of you signed up already. And it's been out there for like 2 hours. Oh my goodness, I was laughing. I'm like, okay, we really need to get together. So the Zoom Girls Night In is just a fun, you know, we're going to actually be able to see each other and craft together. There's some projects out there that you can create if you go into the event. It's Tuesday, May 5th and Tuesday, May 7th. I did 2 days just in case, you know, you couldn't come to one. Because a lot of you had expressed wanting to come. So there's 2 different dates for it. It's at 8 o'clock. It's a Zoom meeting. So I'm going to send you a link. You click on that as long as you have Zoom downloaded. So you'll have to download Zoom if you don't. And then we'll be able to see each other. And we'll be able to create together. Now, don't feel like you have to buy one of the kits. Because many of you have supplies already, right? So if you want to craft right along with us and craft whatever it is chalking that you were going to make, just join the group. So just let me know so I send you the link. But you don't have to buy a kit to join us. I'd love it if you did, obviously, but you don't have to by any stretch of the imagination. Because many of you have a lot of supplies already, especially from the last little sale we had. Whew, how to get off on that tangent? Look at this. It's 12 minutes into this. I still don't have chalk down on anything. I don't even have the name of the transfer written on the back of it yet. Whew. All right, so this is what our transfers look like. They're big, huge, sticky things. The white part is a silk screen, and the teal part is the stick part, the transfer. So we're going to flip it over, and on the back of it, I'm going to write the name of it. I do that for 2 reasons. I do that because I need to know which side of the transfer backer sheet is the back, so that after I'm all done creating my project and I rinse my transfer with water and clean the chalk off of it, which is very easy to do, I let it dry and I put it back on the sheet. By having the name written on the back of it, I know that this is the back side. So I don't put my transfer on the wrong side of the backer sheet because they're different. One side is super shiny and one side is dull. The shiny side is the side your transfer goes back on. So you carefully peel this off and you set this aside because again, you're going to put your transfer back on there when you're all done. See, so this is like a big old sticker. You do not want it to fold in on itself because when it folds in on itself, you risk putting holes in it when you go to pull it apart. So be very careful with it. This is a C size transfer, so it's a bigger transfer. And I'm going to place it on my board. Now I should fuzz it. If I fuzzed it, it'd be much easier to place it. So if I don't get it fuzzed or placed after a couple more tries, okay, we're gonna fuzz. I don't have to fuzz it because this is a Chalk Couture chalkboard. They're designed for our transfers. But fuzzing it just makes your transfer just a little less sticky. And by being a little less sticky, it gives you a little more movement when you're trying to place it and put it where you want it to be. Because they are so sticky, they stick right away as soon as it touches the surface. And this just, you know, softens that adhesive a little bit, so it gives you a little more wiggle room and a little more time to move it around. It doesn't hurt your transfer, it actually helps your transfer to fuzz it. And when you're all done and you wash your transfer, you just gently go up and down the back of it and all that fuzz comes right off. So it doesn't hurt your transfer. Hey, Toby from Washington. Welcome to our Chalk-In party. Okay, so we'll see now. I don't know if this was enough fuzz to... But see, now I can move it around and it's not sticking right away. So it gives me a little more play with putting it where I want to. So you just want to make sure it's centered and it's straight. It looks straight. And then you just want to push out our air. It's a very, absolutely love the sentiment on this transfer. So, as you can see, we have a lot of white and cream, and we gotta come up with some colors to put on this bad boy. So I was thinking grayish, because I love me some grayish. And maybe a little, what color are we lacking up there? We could do a little raspberry sorbet. You know, who doesn't love a good raspberry sorbet? But we have used raspberry sorbet a ton lately, which is good. I love that color. We could do a little pink grapefruit. So we could do the gathering place in one color, and then where friends and family meet in another was kind of where I was thinking. So I was really only thinking we need 2 colors. So we could do grayish, which is a very pale gray white. And then we could do, we don't have a lot of green. I guess we do have a lot of green up there. We could do eucalyptus. We could do spring zing, raspberry sorbet. I guess we're gonna go raspberry sorbet. They're really pretty colors together. Ooh, Kristen says red. Really, red? Like candy apple red, Kristen? I don't have any red up there. I don't know. I can't get myself to do red. I think I get, in the holiday season, I use so much red, I don't find I use red any other time. Just for that simple reason. We could use guava. We could use couture teal or couture coral. We don't have any, you know what? We don't have any couture teal up there. It's a crazy popular color. Well, maybe we should do the 3 of these. They look really nice together. Sorry, I gotta wrap myself up in my bathrobe because it's freezing in here. We could do all 3, raspberry sorbet, couture teal, but then I gotta think through where we would put what colors, because these are really pretty colors. So raspberry sorbet is very fun, bright fuchsia pink. It's a very, very fun color. So you open up your chalk base, you just stir it up. Now we're gonna open up our couture. Oh, this is a beautiful color. It's also the color of our transfers. See, look how well they match. This is a gorgeous color. Okay, so we could do, I'm gonna give this one a little bit of a water. So when you stir up your chalk paste, you'll see, you can tell how stiff they are when you stir them. The more stiff they are, you want it to be a little looser. So you just give it out a little drink, stir it up. And then we're gonna open up grayish. Grayish is a very pretty, almost white gray. Very pale gray. It's a very pretty color. Well, now what are we gonna do? Now I got 3 colors instead of 2. It was so much easier when I was just gonna do 2 colors. So now I gotta think about it. Oh, goodness. Cheryl! Poor Cheryl. She's probably like, you know what, I just want to sit back and relax, Maria. Why do you always have to ask me what colors you should do? I really think the gathering place should be grayish. We could do friends and family, where meet and friends and family in one. Gathering and place are connected. It doesn't mean we couldn't unconnect them, but they are meant to be done the same color. Maybe we should just stick with 2 colors. But these really look nice together, these 3 colors. I mean, they're kind of fun. They're really kind of fun. Could do a border. Yep, we could do a border. I don't have that transfer in here, though. We have lots of borders. I could do a border, but those aren't in here. Where friends and family meet. Well, let's do the gathering place the way I'm envisioning it in my head for the 3rd color. Yep, we could do that, Kristen, but I don't have them in here. That's the problem when you have 2 rooms. Inevitably, the thing you want is never in the craft room you're in. The gathering place. These kind of have to be. We could do gathering in one, the and place in one, and then these in the other. Grayish would be okay, and the other words in raspberry. Grayish would be okay, and the other words in raspberry. You just think those 2 colors? You think we should just do 2, Cheryl? Poor Cheryl. I love you, Cheryl. Thanks for watching me so diligently every night and picking my colors for me. If I don't say thank you often enough, I mean it. All right, we're gonna do the gathering place in grayish because that's really the way I envision it, or have envisioned it in my head. We will make this transfer many times again because this is, ooh, I did not stir good enough, or I had black on my squeegee. So sometimes this happens with your paste. Two colors, Garrett. Hey, Kathy. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up. I must have had black on my squeegee. Did not wash off my squeegees good enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this up because you can see how it's got the black in it, like so. I'm gonna lay it back down, and we're just gonna repaste right over it and see if I can't get that. And now I'm gonna use that squeegee. I'm gonna put that squeegee in my water bath. He clearly needs to be cleaned. I'm thinking that's what my problem is, but I could be wrong. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the chalk and try to cover up the gray. Otherwise I'll have to wash it. Make sure it's not my paste, that I didn't stir my paste good enough. Because sometimes, you know, the pigments come out. I have some pretty dirty squeegees, I guess. Okay. We'll try this. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll try it. There we go. I don't know if it's going to cover it up. It may not. I don't think it's going to cover it. Okay, so I'm just taking the squeegee and going all over, covering up all my silk screen. Squeegeeing all that excess paste off, because I put a lot of paste on because I'm trying to cover up the black, which is just actually reactivating and mixing in. So how do you get rid of this when you have this happen? You take the whole transfer off, you wash the transfer, and you lay it back down and you re-chalk right over it. I'm going to try putting it on a little more thick because I've reactivated the black, so I'm just moving the black around at this point. The chalk got Virginia. Virginia says the chalk guys are saying 3 colors. So you can't really see it. It just looks a little more distressed. I will wash it and redo it, but for our purposes here, I'm just going to keep going. Virginia, you are so funny. You're right, Virg. They're saying, ha, you used that color. We didn't want you to use that color. We wanted you to use bright and fun and cheery. But I tend to go safe. Although I don't really think you can call raspberry sorbet safe. Raspberry sorbet is fun. Just a fun, fun color. Okay, so I have like chalk paste everywhere. I'm a hot mess. I know, what's new? Now we're just going to do raspberry sorbet. We're going to cover up our little words down here. Like so. Bing, bang, boom. And pull up our transfer. I'm going to take my transfer, I'm going to stick it in my water bath that's in front. Ooh, I like these colors together. So you can't see it yet because raspberry sorbet is one of those funny colors where until it's dry, you can't really see it. It pops once it's dried. I mean, you can kind of see it, but it really stands off. So you have to think about that when you're looking at colors. What color surface are you putting it on? The darker the surface, the lighter, in theory, the color should be, because some of the colors just don't show up very well on a black surface. So, for example, Cadet. Cadet is a dark navy, deep navy blue. So sometimes it doesn't like pop off of the board like the grayish does, right? Because it's too dark. But on a white background, it's absolutely stunning. So sometimes you just got to think about what color is your background. And then that will help you decide what colors to create with. I'm just helping it along so that it dries so you can see it better. And then we'll stick it back on our wall. Well, I'm going to wash off my transfer and redo gathering place. So what I'm going to do is I will actually, so why am I drying it? I'm going to wash it off. I'm going to wash just the gathering place off and redo it with a clean transfer. But see how the raspberry sorbet does pop off of the board. So you just got to think about that when you're picking your colors for projects. Sometimes you don't always think about, oh wait, what color background am I using? Am I using a white background or am I using a black background? The rainforest, which was the in vogue color for Christmas, an absolutely gorgeous emerald green. Beautiful on white, absolutely stunning on white. Couldn't see it hardly at all on a black surface. So especially as you're picking your projects for the Zoom, make sure you're thinking through, okay, what color, because you get to, if you do a kit, you get 2 paste packets with it. Think about what color paste, what's your background when you're picking them out. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Okay, so I'm making Maria. I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer. If you can please do this, it helps me tremendously when you do that. So thank you to everybody who takes the time to push that button. It really does help me. So I really do appreciate it when you do it. If you're not in the VIP group, you want to be because that's where all the fun stuff happens, right? We're currently have a Make It Monday bundle in there. Only have 2 of them left, I think. Maybe even only 1 of the Moms Make Life Beautiful. That is, I ordered more. Okay, no, I have more of those. I ordered a bunch more of them. I think I have 4 more of them coming. Because that's a really popular transfer. And that's a popular transfer all year round, not just for Mother's Day. This one, this cute little guy on the white palette board, he is the Make It Monday bundle. In order for you to see that, you got to be in the VIP group. So if you're not in the VIP group, you can comment, add me, and I will send you the link so that you can join. If you want to see these amazing products, this is called the Gathering Place, and it's on a Grayson chalkboard. We used Greige and raspberry sorbet chalk paste. You can go to www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria, and you can see the products that I'm using here tonight to do this. If you are curious at all about what it means to be a Chalk Couture independent designer, because there's all kinds of different things you can do with being a designer. You can make things and sell them. You can just enjoy the discount. You can go live on Facebook. You can teach workshops, teach classes. You can sell products. You can do a traditional in-home party. You can do all kinds of different ways to use a designership to help pay for your hobby, which is what I use it to do. So if you're curious at all, you just want information, I'd be happy to send it to you. No pressure. Just take a look at it and see, because April is a really, really good time to join because they're doing 3 extra promotions for people that join in the month of April. So it's a great time because they're doing one like you can earn the money back for your kit. They've never done a promotion like that before. So it's a good time. I think that's everybody. That's all my buttons. I think I pushed all my buttons. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight because we are the gathering place, right? This is where we all hang. So check out those Zoom workshops so that you can hang out with us and we can see each other. And I'm going to do a little test. So if you want to be my guinea pig, where I'm going to, because I got to make sure it works. Let me know and we'll set up a little Zoom meeting and we can play with it and make sure you can get in it as well. You know, if you have technical issues and you want to try it out before the event, let me know. I love this transfer. This is so pretty. I envision this on an oval board. We're going to make this again for my front porch, or we have a screened in porch on the back of our house. We're going to make it for out there. This is really pretty. And then my dad needs one of these at his lake house. Totally, he needs one of these. This is very similar to the other one that says welcome to our porch. I love that one too, but I don't really have a porch. Although we do call our screened in porch, or screened in porch, I guess. We call it a porch. I'm rambling. Thanks for watching me. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will be back at you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. So come on back, hang out with us, and let's see what kind of trouble we can get in tomorrow night and create something. Thanks so much for watching me. Have a great Thursday. See you guys.